An S? An S, yeah. Yeah, I know, I look naked. We're back on the scene, y'all.
You're doing another video?
I sure is.
Oh, you still have it?
Yep. Okay. What's up, y'all? Okay, so I know my boobies are big. I know my arms are big. This is life. This is my body. This is my body. So I got laundry to do. I thought we could do it together while I fold, and we could talk while I fold. So, I got. Ugh. Let me get some water. Nate, do you want some soup? We don't have chocolate milk. And you know what happens when you drink too much chocolate milk?
You get hard poo-poo.
Hard poo-poos. Right, guys? Side-eye, side-eye.
Side-right, side-right.
Side-eye, side-eye.
Side-right, side-right.
Side-eye, side-eye.
Side-right, side-right.
Hey, Bama, what's up, girl? Where you been?
It's a hamster wheel. See?
I see.
Look.
Hey, I see that. Awesome. Okay, people. Hey, George, what's up, buddy? Hey, girls. Do you guys have these? Okay, let me show you. Because, George, sorry, but this is going to be lady chat for a second, but you can stay. Do you see these little bumps on my arms? They're like little... You see that? Like little ingrown hairs? How do you get rid of those? I'm going to put a shirt on so I don't disgust everybody. Whoa! Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. No, it's like, it's there all the time. Like, it doesn't go away. Have you ever heard of chicken skin? People call it chicken skin. It's like little dots from ingrown hairs on your arms. And they sell, yeah, they sell this rubbing cream that you can put on it. It's like an exfoliator. I just have to get it from Walmart. Sorry, I'm taking the other half of my medication. Medication! Okay. I love you too, Boom Chang. Yeah, I'm going to make you some soup right now. So, I was talking in the comments with this lady who, she's a pain patient. Hey, Julie. And we were kind of having a good conversation. And she was like, how can you be a recovering addict but be on an opiate? And I was like, oh, let me just tell you how. Because I'm on an opiate dependency medication for, you know, a medically assisted treatment program. And so I'm schooling her. So I put this blanket over this couch because my damn dog keeps jumping up on that couch and I can't stop her because she don't listen. Yeah, I'm sure it will. We'll see. I'm going to see what she comments back. She's a nice lady. She's not mean or anything. My sister owns a cleaning business. And, whew. Well, Max unsubscribed from my channel. Nate, you want chicken and dumpling or chicken noodle? Okay. Yeah, he did. Him and that person that shall not be named unsubscribed. Him and one other person. Everybody else is cool. It's all good. They're weeding themselves out. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I'll tell you what happened if you want to know. Remember the other day when you came into the chat and you were like, hey, she said she was sorry. Let's get over it. You know, like that's when everything went down. The person who we shall not name was trying to tell Bama and Michelle that I was talking badly about them. When in fact I wasn't. At all, you guys. I wasn't talking bad about Bama or Michelle at all. I was talking about situations that they had done that had happened in their lives, which I shouldn't have been talking about because I should have just kept that between me and them. But if you had been there, you would understand that the conversation was initiated by this other person. This other person, who we shall not name, would call me and start talking about these two people in hopes that I would start talking about them negatively. And then when I didn't really start talking bad about them and I wouldn't take them out of the group that she wanted me to take them out of, she would save that little information for later, and then 3 months down the line went and told them I was talking bad about them. So of course, you know me, I went straight to them and called everybody, called every one of them. And guess what? Bama and Michelle answered the phone, but these other two people wouldn't answer. That's because they don't want to know the truth. They want to manipulate and lie and act like I've been doing something bad when in fact I haven't. So it's just crazy to me. It's just nonsense. It's high school drama bullshit. So, but I'll tell you this much. I learned a lesson. I will never, ever talk to anyone about someone else's business. Right? And that's my lesson learned. That's my mistake. You know, and I take full responsibility for that.
What do I smell?
Soup. I'm cooking soup. That's the thing. Like, I can take responsibility for my mistakes. I can say, hey, I fucked up, you know? But other people just can't seem to do that. You know, I love Bama and I love Michelle. They're both my friends. I care about them both. And I want them to be happy, you know, and be okay. And I never meant to hurt them. And I shouldn't have talked to her about, you know, said anything to her about them. That was my fault. But do you see how, like, one person can take what I said completely out of context? You know, telling Michelle, oh, Nicole doesn't care about you. She said, oh, don't worry about it. This happens all the time. Yeah, I said that, but not the way you're making it seem like I said it. You know?
Is that snow?
Anyway,
Is that snow?
that's all over and done with. That was last week's
Is
news.
that snow? Is that snow?
Mm-mm.
Is that white stuff?
Mm-hmm.
White?
That's the South Pole.
Yeah. Santa's
Hey, Mike. What's up, buddy?
It's
Welcome to the channel. We're just hanging out.
Santa's. Is that where the elves are in the Santa?
Yes, that's where Santa and the elves are. I know, Lisa. It's sad. It's just because she's bored and has nothing else to do. Yeah, that's all it is. Hurt people, you guys. And that's what we have to learn. So anyway, let's move away from that conversation now. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring it up. I just wanted to fill George in on what was happening. Which one, Bama? The online NA one? Girl, it's all good. You do whatever you want to do. Y'all know I don't like to make y'all choose. It's okay. You know what? We all know the real tea. So anyway, I'm trying to think of what I want to talk about today, you guys. So y'all have been seeing, okay, so y'all know that I've been looking at the classes, the coaching classes, okay? So I went to go look to see how much it was that I was signing up for yesterday. Listen to this. Man, I'm telling you what, they get you guys. This one class that takes 8 months is $3,000. The lady's supposed to call me today in like an hour, and I'm going to try and talk to her and see if we can like make a trade or something, you know, like I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I know my classes are going to cost money, but I can't spend $3,000. That's just crazy to me. Yeah, here's the deal, you guys. Like, I'm really trying to keep the focus on, hey, Mike, where did you come from? And introduce yourself to us, Mike. Tell us where you're from, how long you've been sober, what, you know, all that good stuff. I'll start. Here I go. My name's Nicole. I'm from Arkansas. I've been sober since July 13th of 2015. My drugs of choice were methamphetamine and Roxy IV. Okay. I'm on medically assisted treatment, Suboxone. I just tapered down 2 milligrams a month ago. And then in May, I'll go back to my doctor and I'll taper down 2 more milligrams. So, pleased to meet you. And I hope that you know, find some, you know, friends here on my channel. For the most part, I try to keep it positive and, you know, uplifting, but sometimes I get caught up in the drama. But lately I've been staying focused on just spreading the message of hope and helping others recover from a seamlessly hopeless state of mind and body. And just so y'all know, that came from the big book. So, life is good, you guys. Life is good today. I follow this guy on Instagram. Y'all might want to check him out. His handle is called Beach Beethoven. And y'all will crack up when you watch his stuff. He posts a lot of memes about drug addiction. Oh my God, so funny. So freaking funny. You ready for your bowl of soup, Cheaty Bob? My little Nate's Peter Rabbit. I got you a Peter Rabbit glass. And this has carrots in it, your favorite. Ooh, doesn't that smell good? Yeah. Do you want a turkey sandwich with it? I'll sit over here. You want to sit right here? Right here. It's very hot. I'm going to put an ice cube in there, okay? Okay. We don't want to burn.
If you don't put the ice, that looks like a spider. Over that.
What?
That.
This?
No, that wood.
What wood? This?
Yes.
I'm not opening it. What do you mean opening it?
Do it. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Ugh.
Wait, what?
I got caught in my throat. What was it?
That wood is stuck on there. That.
Sorry, I was taking my vitamin, my multivitamin.
You were taking your booty gaga?
Yeah, my booty gaga.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, those were the good old days, huh? We ain't gotta live like that no more, do we?
Yes, we do!
There's no reason to be screaming, Nate. No reason for it. There you go. Eat your soup.
There is reason. Yes, there is.
Okay, we're gonna go in the computer room and we're gonna chat, you guys, while I eat this soup. And then we're gonna fold laundry. Oh, holy hell, this is hot. Motherfucker! Damn it! Oh my God, that hurts. Why am I spilling this all over myself? Motherfucker. So, hold on, guys. I'm spilling soup on myself. Oh. Oh, God. Ah. Yes. this baby, and mine doesn't have any ice cubes in it, so it's really hot. There we go. Okay. Yeah, everybody's partying right now, you guys, because it's, like you said, the St. Patrick's Day. What is Dingus Day? Dingus Day. I hope you guys are having a good day. We're just shooting the shit today. Okay, so what's been going on YouTube, you guys? You guys been seeing any craziness? I was watching, did you guys go over and see Bipolar Corner's comeback video? So good. Well, okay, let me fill you in. So, you know, Bipolar Corner, he had left YouTube because of all that shit that was going on in the mental health community surrounding the Rewired Soul drama. You know, remember, what's his face got swatted? Eric's channel, somebody called the police on him, right? Had their house swatted, which to me, absolutely ridiculous. I cannot believe anyone would ever do that. You guys, people crack me up. So, okay, I'm over here and I'm reading my... So, I got a couple more subscribers just to fill you guys in. And, I guess from that video I made about Mama June, right? And you guys know the reason I put that video up is because... not because I was trying to be a gossip or anything, but because I wanted to talk about... addiction, and Mama June was, you know, struggling with addiction, obviously, right? I'm fixing to put a pinned comment. Hey guys, it has been brought to my attention that Mama June was talking to the impound people. Just wanted to correct that. Wanted to correct that. Or, yeah. Still, we can all learn from this and grow in our recovery. Okay. So, there we go. People are so fucking retarded, I swear to God. Hey, Sunny. I know. It was so sad. I hope you're having an amazing day, and you know how we have an amazing day over here together. And if you guys haven't already went over to Sunny's channel, go over there and subscribe to Sunny. He is an amazing, positive, uplifting human being. I so much appreciate his positivity because it is so easy to get sucked up in negativity. And when I am feeling extra down, I can go over there to Sunny's channel and laugh and have a great time and not have to worry about any drama. So I really do appreciate that, Sunny. And tell your wife that I said hello and that I hope she's doing well. And I just know that she's the most amazing, beautiful human being in the world, because she's got to be putting up with your butt. That's how us women are. We are special. This is how it is with guys, you guys. Us women, the man might be the head of the house, but baby, we're the neck. And wherever we want that man to go, we're controlling him because we're the neck. That's what my mom used to say. I'm sure other people say that too, but I just think, you know, it takes a special kind of lady, you know, to be with us people who are on the internet. Do you know what I'm saying? Like my husband, oh my gosh, you guys, all the time, he's like, I know when he's like listening to me making videos, he's just like, this girl. But, like I said, it takes a special kind of person to love us. Yeah, baby? Absolutely. Finish up your soup and then you can have a piece of cake. Good job. So, anyway, let's read the daily reflection for today, you guys. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look up the daily reflections, looking in the mirror. Okay, March 17th. Here we go. Listen up, you guys. Mysterious ways. Out of every season of grief or suffering, when the hand of God seemed heavy or even unjust, new lessons for living were learned. New resources of courage were uncovered. And that finally, inescapably, the conviction came that God does move in a mysterious way, his wonders to perform. After losing my career, family, and health, I remained unconvinced that my way of life needed a second look. My drinking and other drug use were killing me, but I had never met a recovering person for an AA member. I thought I was destined to die alone and that I deserved it. At the peak of my despair, my infant son became critically ill with a rare disease. Doctors' efforts to help him proved useless. I redoubled my efforts to block my feelings, but now the alcohol had stopped working. I was left staring into God's eyes, begging for help. My introduction to AA came within days, through an odd series of coincidences, and I have remained sober ever since. My son lived and his disease is in remission. The entire episode convinced me of my powerlessness and the unmanageability of my life. Today, my son and I thank God for his intervention. When I read the beginning of this, because I haven't read this until just now with you guys, I remember feeling exactly like that. I remember feeling like I didn't think there was anything wrong with my drug addiction. I didn't think there was anything wrong with my drug use or my alcoholism. I knew that, no, let me rephrase that. I knew that it was wrong. I knew that it was wrong and that it was illegal. But what I'm saying is, like, I had gotten to a point where it was acceptable to me. It was my normal everyday life. It was my normal everyday life to wake up, search for pills, call my drug dealer, drive to his house, get the pills, nod out all day, or go get meth and tweak around all day. That was like my normal. So, because I had practiced it for so long that it became a working part of my mind. It was just what I did. It was my regular day. So when people would tell me like, yo, your life is falling apart, I would think in my mind, no, this is just how I live. This is my life. This is what I choose. This is what I want to do with my life. This is how I want to be, right? But in the back of my mind, I didn't want to be like that. But I felt like I didn't have a choice because I had already got in so deep. Do you know what I'm saying? I had already got to that point of no return in my addiction to where I was dependent on the medications, on the pills that I was taking. And I was addicted to the drugs that I was doing, mentally and physically. And so it wasn't until something drastic happened in my life, just like with this man right here. His son came down with an illness, got real sick. It took something drastic happening in my life for it to shift my perception in my mind to where I looked at what I was doing in a different way. When my son was born, my perception of life shifted because now not only was I harming myself, but I was harming my son. But it's God works in mysterious ways. My higher power he performs miracles. I was so deep into my addiction, you guys, that there was no one or no thing that was going to pull me out of the depths of hell. God knew that the only thing that was going to make me change or give me the want to change, hey Clancy, was having a son and having a life that depended on me besides me. And even when that happened, I struggled and I wasn't perfect. But look where I'm at today. I've made it. I've made it out of that hell, you guys. And I'm here to help other people make it out of their hell. But I really do believe that it takes what it takes for people to see that light. That's why on my channel, I want it to be where I can share with you guys what it took for me to see the light. What it took for me to want to change, you guys. It was... nothing short of a miracle. Nothing short of a miracle is what it took for me to change. When you practice shooting up, smoking drugs, stealing, lying, bouncing around from job to job, manipulating people for 10 years, 12 years, from the time I was about 20 years old till the time I was 32, I was in active addiction for 12 straight years, maybe even a little bit longer. I take off the first 3 years because I was just starting out then. 12 years of active addiction, 12 years of practicing manipulating doctors, practicing manipulating husbands or boyfriends and girlfriends, practicing stealing, practicing using and smoking, practicing waking up feeling like crap and pushing through it because I knew I had to get what I needed to get to feel better. Do you know what I'm saying? I practiced that stuff for so long. It was second nature. Second nature. If I didn't have money, my thoughts weren't, oh, well, let me go to my job and work. My thoughts were, what can I do to get a hustle on? What can I do to hit a lick? I need to get something. I need to get something going here so that way I can make some money. So that's what I did, you know. Best man 31. What? Good morning, Stephanie. Hey, Billy. What's up, bud? So it took what it took. It took a miracle, you guys, for me to pull through that, to get out of that. I was talking to my mom the other day, and I was like really reminiscing. I guess you can say reminiscing. I was looking back into my life when I was in active addiction, and I was looking back into particular moments in my addiction. Okay, and I'm going to share this with you guys. So from 2010 to 2012, I had just got out of prison, and I had paroled here to where I'm living now. And I got kicked out of the halfway house at about 10 months out of prison because I had relapsed, right? From 2010 to 2012, that 2-year period. Okay, Lisa, love you, girl. I was in and out of the hospital, you guys, overdosing. I had probably, let me think, let me count.
Yeah,
Okay. In the 2 years that I was here, fresh out of prison, I had 5 trips to the ER. Okay? Yeah, I was in prison. I did a year. I did a year in Pine Bluff in a woman's like boot camp style prison. It was horrible. Horrible. So it was a minimum security prison for like drug addicts and thieves and shit like that, you know? So once I got out of prison, I came back, stayed sober for about 9 months, relapsed, and then hit the ground running right where I left off, right? So I was shooting Roxy's and meth. Like I never left the game, right? And so I was ODing a lot, you guys. I would wake up on the side of the road. I would wake up in ditches. I woke up in my car one time. Well, I didn't wake up in my car, but the police found me. So I'm going to share a story with you guys about the time the police found me in the IHOP parking lot, nodded out on my steering wheel. So I had just got the rehab to let me back into the halfway house, right? Because I needed somewhere to live, you guys. I had nowhere to live. I was couch hopping. And I was like, I can do this. I'm going to get sober and I'm going to stay sober. So I had talked Miss Kim into letting me move back into the halfway house. That was my counselor. So I moved back in. I wasn't even there for 2 months, and I started dating this guy named Tyler. Tyler was crazy. Tyler was a meth and cocaine addict, and he had a temper. And let me just tell you, he was fine as hell, too. So we started dating, and we were like gasoline and fire. We would get into arguments about me looking at dudes. I would get into arguments about him looking at girls. I would smack the shit out of him while we were driving if he looked at the... It was just... It was retarded. It was not a good look, okay? We were both very, very, like, controlling of each other. We were possessive. We were, like, stalker status, you guys. Well, you know what happened? We relapsed together. We went back out together, and we were shooting cocaine. Well, one day I went over to his apartment, or to an apartment he was staying at. Let me just say that. He was staying at my friend Chaz's apartment. So I went over, and it was just like a needle and drug den. You guys know what I'm talking about, where you've like living with somebody, and there's like drawers with just used needles in there, and there's like spoons everywhere, and just a shooting gallery. A shooting gallery, okay? But it was an apartment where we could all like chill. Well, I walked in, and he was in like literally cocaine psychosis. I walked in, he said sit down. I sat down. He loaded a syringe with cocaine and shot me up with it. It was so much I thought I was gonna die. He took my keys from me, took my phone, took my SIM card out, threw it away, and put it back and said, "You're not going anywhere," and held me hostage there in a cocaine psychosis. Well, he was like, "Get in the car, we're driving." I don't know where we were going, but he made me drive. We're driving down the street, you guys. He grabs my purse, he grabs my phone, he throws it out on the highway. Out! I'm screaming, I'm yelling, I'm like, "What are you doing, dude? What are you doing?" We get back to the apartment. And I'm like crying because like, I don't know. He is in a cocaine psychosis. He's like trying to beat my ass and shit. So I was like, fuck this. I'm leaving. I've got to get out of here. He is going to kill me. That's what I thought. He is going to kill me. So I got out of there. I left my phone. I left everything. All I had was my key to my car. And I jumped in my car. I drove back down the interstate to where my purse was on the side of the road. Grabbed my purse and threw it in my car. And drove back up to the treatment center, to the halfway house. And I was like, oh my God, I need help. I need help. Excuse me. Everybody was outside talking, right? Smoking cigarettes in the back. They were like, "Nicole, you look crazy. You do not need to go in there. You'll get kicked out." And I was like, okay, I'm not going to go in there. So I drove to my friend Gerald's house. And everybody at Gerald's house, same situation, shooting gallery. Everybody's shooting Roxy. So you know what Nicole did? I went in there and shot me a Roxy. Drove my butt back to the halfway house and was like walking around in a nod. And I kept on saying, my friend told me, he said, you kept on saying, I did too much. I did too much. Got back in my car and drove to IHOP. Parked my car, and that's when I don't remember anything. I don't remember nothing. I woke up in the hospital the next morning with that damn charcoal taste in my mouth from the damn nurses. I guess, you know, I had overdosed. And I was like, dude, this sucks, but I want to get high. The only thing I could think about was like, I need to get out of here so I can get more. You know, I need to get high. So I got out, I left, and I went over to my friend Lawrence's house and got high right after that. That was one of the first times I overdosed since I got out of prison. The next time I overdosed was when my car got impounded. So my car got impounded and I couldn't get it out. And my parents weren't going to get it out for me, them damn assholes. So I sold my car for $3,000. Sorry. Sold my car for $3,000 to this lady. So I drove to Hot Springs, or she came and picked me up. Drove to Hot Springs, got my title, and then sold her the car. Well, we got, she got the car, and I had cash money. I gave my parents $1,000 and told them to pay my credit card bills off. And then I took the rest of the money, and my friend Alicia picked me up, and we bought $2,000 worth of Roxy and Xanaxes. Well, you know me. I popped them Xanaxes, and I shot me a Roxy. And the next thing I know, I'm waking up on the side of the road. This bitch done dropped me off on the side of the road. Nodded out. And she done took my Roxys too. You guys, this happened all the time. Because I was so irresponsible. So, I found her, right? I woke up because I didn't have to go to the hospital this time, thank God. And I found her, and I was like, and she done took my Roxys, right? It was probably, I think we had like 37 Roxys, you guys. And, like, seriously, I had bought a lot. No, you don't need that. I had bought a lot of Roxys, and so, I back up with her, and she had like 12 left. Can you believe that? But you know what? I didn't do anything. I had nowhere to go. What was I going to do? You know, be mad at her? Of course I was mad on the inside, but I was like really needing somewhere to live and sleep, anything. So I was like, fuck it, I can just stay with Alicia and we'll be all right, right? I had wasted all that money on Roxy's, you guys. Gone down the drain. Well, then the treatment center's calling me up, and they're like, you need to come down here and get your stuff out of this place. You ain't living here no more. The halfway house. So I had to go down there. Alicia drove me down there to pick up all my stuff and pack it all up. And this is when shit started getting real for me, because I didn't know where to go, you guys. I had been in Little Rock for like a year and a half. I didn't really know anybody. And I was struggling, you know. I would call my family, and only when I needed something, you know, because, well, you know how it is when you're a drug addict. You don't talk to your family when you're like, just to spend time with them. You talk to them when you need something, when you're struggling. So I remember it was like coming up, I think it was like, not Christmas, but Thanksgiving. And my parents came and picked me up from, I was staying at Tara's house. My parents came and picked me up from Tara's house. And I just remember being so skinny and my mom and dad being so worried about me, you know, because I was just like So I was just so sick, you guys. I was so strung out. But I didn't want to get help. Like, I would tell my parents I was going to get help because I didn't want them to be worried about me. But, like, at this time, even though I had nowhere to live, I was literally sleeping on people's couches. And I had nothing to my name. All I had was, like, the clothes and the purses I had in my suitcase. I had nothing. Even though I had nothing to my name, like, I would rather be hanging with my drug buddies shooting dope than try to get sober. So I did that for like 3 more years, and then I met Neil. You know, no, 2012 is when I met Neil. And so me and Neil just started doing the same thing. And then it got to be like a couple thing. You know, I'm just so anyways, I tell you guys all that to share with you guys. Like, I was overdosing every fucking week. I would wake up in the hospital, or I would wake up somewhere where I didn't know what happened. And I don't, like, today, I don't ever want to go back to that. Like, I don't ever want to have to feel like I have nowhere to go. I was laying in bed last night, falling asleep with Neil and Nate. Nate's in the middle, and Neil's on the other side, and I was rubbing Neil's arm. And I looked at Neil, and I said, I love you so much. Thank you for taking care of me. And thank you for taking care of Nate. Because I've never felt stable before until now. I've never felt like I had my own place or any kind of stability until now, you guys. And that's what I was thinking when I was laying in bed. I was like, I have a home. I have a car. I have a job. I have friends who love me. I have you guys. I have a son who means so much to me. And I haven't had that in a long, I can't remember the last time I had stability in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be like not a big deal to somebody else, but to me, it's a huge deal. You know, the little things in life that regular people take for granted. Like, I am just so grateful to have stability. You know, that's exactly what it is, Billy. It's stability. And it's a good feeling to have, you guys. And if I was ever talking to anybody who was like, well, what's so good about being sober? I would tell them that the stability of having your own house, having your own car, having family and friends back in your life, not having to look over your shoulder and see if the cops are following you, you know, not having to worry about whether you're going to wake up the morning and be sick. That right there, just so y'all know, that is tape over a hole where a raccoon was trying to come through our ceiling. So it's just an amazing feeling to have, to be okay, you know, to not, like, I'm finally okay. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Billy, you just don't even understand. It was last summer in July. We had like some people doing work on the gutters and stuff. And I guess one of the gutters got pulled out and there was like a gap in between that and the attic. Excuse me. So this big mama raccoon slid her way in there and burrowed right up here. Had a little, you remember that, Bama? Had a little family of baby raccoons. Well, one morning I woke up because I heard this like scratching, like this, like that, scratching and rustling around. And I looked up, opened my eyes and looked up, and there was a black hook nail coming out of that hole. That damn thing had poked a hole through the ceiling with its damn claws. So I jumped up and I was like, scat, 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 you know? And I got my lamp, pulled the lampshade off of it, and shined a light up there trying to scare it. and it ran over there in the corner of the wall and stayed over there. It literally scared the bejesus out of me. I thought, this motherfucker's going to come down with rabies and suck the blood out of our necks. I was screaming. I woke Neil up. I woke Nate up. And Nate was going, there's a raccoon. There's a raccoon. You know, and I was like, dude, this black hook nail that was coming through there was so big. That raccoon was ginormous. So, oh, it was scary. We had to call the people that go up there. So you know what they had to do? They went up there with a ladder and they set a trap. A little trap that it could go inside of. And then they pulled the little baby out and went and let it go out in the wilderness, far, far away. Because they said if they didn't take it and like let them all go somewhere else, they would come right back to their house. And so they packed up the babies and the mama raccoon and they took them all the way out in the wilderness and rehomed them, I guess you could say. But you can't kill them, you know. I mean, they won't, you're not supposed to, I guess. But they're like really bad here where I live because we're in the country, you know. There's raccoons and coyotes and all kinds of stuff like that. But anyway, I kind of went off of it on a tangent there about the overdosing, huh? Hey, Robert, what's up, buddy? Haven't seen you around, missed you. Hope you're doing okay. Life is good today, guys. Life is good. And I don't have to get high today. You know what I'm saying? And that's a blessing. That's a blessing in itself. I'm grateful. How are you doing, Robert, with your recovery? Check in. Let me know. How's it going? I also got a text message the other day. I don't know if I've been talking to you guys. I told y'all about my friend Jeremy. Jeremy just got 30 days sober. Oh, good job. Good, Robert. I'm proud of you. That's awesome. Very, very, very good. Very good. Same. Okay. So Robert's doing good. My friend Jeremy's doing good, right? Jeremy had contacted me like a couple months ago needing treatment, and we worked some stuff out and found him some options, and he ended up, you know, not doing the treatment, but he ended up getting sober anyway. And now he's been sober for 30 days. And, okay, good. Well, whenever you're ready, you know, if you want to, you can get a hold of me. And you know, guys, if you ever want to talk to me personally, like all you have to do is email me and I will give you my number and you can call me. I love talking to people and getting to know you guys and just building a relationship with y'all because you guys help me stay sober, you know, and just like you guys say that I help you, y'all help me. And that's what this is all about. One addict helping the other. That's what the whole basis of my whole existence here on YouTube is about, is one addict helping another addict. Stephanie, girl, you're awesome too. I'm telling you though, guys, it really does help to get to know people and to have a support system. It has meant so much to me to get to know my subscribers, you know? Good, Robert. So did you do that with your doctor or did you do it on your own? Because I'm going to tell you from my experience, doing it on my own did not work. I had to go to the doctor and he took away 2 milligrams. Good. You know, that's what I ended up topping out at was 12 milligrams. Oh, thanks. Thank you. That is absolutely okay, Sonny. So, what was I going to tell you guys? So, tapering. Okay, so I got up to the 12 milligram mark, and that was the highest dosage that I had gotten to, and that's where I felt very stable at, right? Very stable, and I wasn't having like cravings. I wasn't having struggles wanting to, you know, use, and it was like an even amount. And now that I'm tapering, I stayed on 12 milligrams for 3 years, and now I'm tapering down. And here's my goal, you guys. With medication-assisted therapy, whatever you need to do, however long you need to stay on it is up to you and your doctor. But it took me 3 years to get my life straightened out, straight up, just being honest. It took me 3 years to get my legal fees straightened out. It took 3 years to get my my home and my job stabilized. It took me 3 years to get my mental health in a good spot to where I am taking the medications I need to take and doing the things I need to do therapy-wise with my therapist and my doctor. All these things have taken me 3 years to get to this point, right? It really is a process, and you all have to do what works for you. You know, what happened to me was I really got caught up in worrying about what other people thought about me being on medication-assisted therapy. And that really set me back in my recovery because I was so worried about what Jan and Joseph were doing with their Suboxone taper, you know, and I let other people's opinions of medically assisted treatment and recovery affect my own recovery, and it wasn't healthy. So now, sorry, got to put some chapstick on. Now what I do is, of course, I care about, you know, certain opinions, and that's what I've had to learn. Let's learn this together. What I've had to learn is that I value the opinions of the people in my life that matter. There are so many people who are going to have an opinion of you. There are going to be people who like you. There are going to be people who do not like you. There are going to be people who think horribly about you, right? But that's not your business. What other people think about me is not my business. And for the longest time, I thought it was. I thought it was my business. I thought it was my duty to change your mind about me. And I hate laundry day. Ooh, and you guys see where I'm at. I'm not doing it. I'm up here talking to y'all. I had to put my phone on the charger for a little bit. I have got to get a camera, you guys. Like, seriously. I didn't end up getting a camera and because I'm thinking one of my subscribers might have a older phone or something, or one that she's not using that she's going to send to me. I wanted to show you guys this purse real fast. Poshmark. If you ladies do not shop on Poshmark, what are you doing with your life? You can get some really good deals. I love you too, George. You can get some really good deals on Poshmark, you guys. I hate spending full price for anything because I like to spend full price on my son for his stuff. So what I'll do is I'll go on Poshmark and I'll get me, like I got this purse. And it's, let me tell you, I have to show you guys how much it was originally. $504. And I got it for $100. But it was my birthday present too. So anyway, back to what other people think about us, okay? So for the longest time, I thought that I had to change other people's thoughts about me, that I needed to prove to them that I was a good person, that I had to prove to them that my intentions were good, that I had to prove to them that I was living in recovery and that I wanted to be sober and that my recovery mattered, right? And that just because I have a different pathway than them doesn't mean that my recovery is not valid. And so I went out on this mission for about 1.5 years where all I did was fight the naysayers. I mean, I would go into comment sections on Facebook. I would go on, make videos about it here on my YouTube channel. And I was like battling a never-ending battle of trying to change people's minds about me. It was like going to war, you guys, because not only was I fighting with people, I was fighting internally with myself because I was letting these people make me second guess myself. I would look into myself and I would think, am I doing something wrong? Am I not doing it right? Am I not good enough? Am I not helping enough people? Am I not? And it was like, no, you're doing exactly what you need to do, Nicole. Yeah? Yeah, baby. You're doing exactly what you need to do, Nicole. What you got to do is stop letting other people's opinion of you affect you. Oh, a second-hand iPhone. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do, George, is I'm trying to, you know, get a phone like that to just use to record off of. I don't want to hook it up. I just want to use, because I have Wi-Fi here at the house. I just want to use the camera for it. so that way my videos will look better, you know? So anyways, let's get back to the subject. I went out on this war to prove everybody wrong about me. Lord have mercy on my soul. You guys, when I tell you that it was draining. It was draining because what would happen is, y'all know how sensitive I am. My heart hurts when someone doesn't like me. When somebody thinks badly of me or they share their opinion about me and it's not like a good opinion, it motherfucking hurts. You know, I hate that. And I will take that to heart, right? I've really had to work hard just in the last 2 months on not taking these things to heart.
Can I have some?
Right. And that's what, yes, baby, hold on. That's what we have to do. We have to focus on like what our mission is. Like this whole reason why I started my channel was because I needed support. I needed support in my recovery, and I wanted to find other like-minded individuals who are going through the same struggles I was, you know? If people say that it doesn't affect them, then I'm happy for them, but it's hard, you guys, because social media, it's such an amazing tool. Like we can get connected and we can help each other, and then on the other side of things, it's a whole drama, you know? Yes, George, I used to do the same thing. I used to read comments okay, example time. I just went back on my computer. Yes, Nate, look at me. Get the cake, open it up and eat it. Or do you want a chocolate fudge cake?
I want the wheel.
He wants a dessert, you guys. Okay, let's go get Nate some dessert while we're doing this. So he just ate his big bowl of soup and he's been doing good, so he can have a little dessert. So, what was I saying? Okay, the example. Okay, so I just went down on my computer and I was reading some comments, and I had a couple comments that were held for a review because they were spam negative comments. And I have certain things blocked so people can't talk shit. I'm like that. And so I saw these comments and I was reading them, and I was about to like share them with you guys and read them, right? But then I was like, no, I'm not even going to give them that platform. I'm not even going to give those negative comments or those people that attention. Because that's what they want me to do. They want me to make a video about their comments and put them in the limelight. And that's giving them a platform. You know what I mean? So here you go, baby. What we have to do, no, I'm not giving them a platform anymore. I'm not letting them into my life.
Mommy,
I'm not. Yes,
can
thing.
you turn something on so I can watch it?
Yes, and then I have to come down here and clean up this dang house. Look at all these toys. Alexander Pludre, look at me. All the toys. Pick them up and put them away. All of the toys. Look at this. There's little trucks everywhere. Trucks everywhere. Pick them up. Sorry, guys. He just goes there's a trail of toys where Nate's has been, y'all. A trail of toys. Like, the one thing that I cannot stand when people comment is shit about my son. Oh, get off the YouTube and take care of your kid. You have literally commented on a video of mine 1 hour long. There are 24 hours in a day, baby. Believe me. Believe me, I'm taking care of my son. Believe that. Yesterday, we went to the trampoline park. I'm getting worked up now. And it was so much fun. Let's get this charged up. Hold on, guys. Because I'm about to lose it. Okay. Come on, man. All right. Yeah, Stephanie, and that's the thing. That's what people like to do. They like to comment about me as a mother. And it's like, listen, okay, 1 hour long video on YouTube does not show any part of what I do with my son. What's wrong? Grab me the remote control. It's right there in front of you. Me and my little boy, we go and we run amok. We run amok all over the state. And we have the best time, you guys. But that's the thing. People like to take 1 hour of your life and judge you for it.
Mom.
That's one of the struggles of being a YouTuber, is that people want to pick. Are you watching this? People want to pick out just the smallest things to criticize you about. But you know what? It's a small price to pay to have such an amazing connection and family with you guys, you know, and I'm forever grateful for the friendships and the connections that I've made here on YouTube. You guys, you make such a difference in my life. Such a difference. Hey, Sandra, how are you doing, baby? Yeah, Stephanie, and I think a lot of the times, let's talk a little bit about being a mom, okay? I think it's so easy to judge someone else when, one, you're not a parent. It's easy to say, pay attention to your child or get off the internet. But until you have a little munchkin sucking the life out of you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, mommy, you can't even get in the shower without a mommy or take a dump without a mommy, you would never understand. And that's what I think happens. I think a lot of people comment and have no idea. It is a full-time job in itself. I love my son more than life, but he is spoiled. My prime example of someone who has to deal with a lot, but still puts on a pretty smile at the same time. You know, I was just texting George this morning about my vertigo. I have been really struggling with vertigo, you guys. It's so difficult. I don't know what to do. It is literally driving me insane. There we go. It's driving me insane. Like, every time I sit up, I get dizzy. Like, I just bent down, I get dizzy. And it just started yesterday when I woke up. It has been so bad. I drove Nate to the trampoline park yesterday because I was like, I've got to get him out of the house and let him play. You know what I mean? Let him spend some time with other kids. So we went over to the trampoline park, and I was driving home, and when I sat down and moved, I went like this to see, everything started spinning, and I'm driving. So I was like, get my butt home and park the car, because I'm not trying to have an accident, you know? But it's just such an uncomfortable feeling because I don't feel like I'm in control because I'm spinning. And nothing has changed. I'm still, you know, my medicine's all right, and I just fucking spinning. Yeah, it is scary. And so, but you know, I can't just lay down. Yes, Robert. Okay. So I don't know if I've shared this with you guys, but I have psoriasis. Psoriasis is like really dry skin and it flakes off. And I have some of it in my ear, right? So my ear will always itch and be really dry. So I have to put ointment on it. Well, I've also been dealing with drainage in my nose. So I think I have an inner ear infection. And that's what's going on with my, is this charging at all? There we go. Please charge, phone. Please. I'm begging you. Okay. Okay, Sandra, I promise I will. Yeah, it's difficult. Okay, yeah. So, Robert, that's what my mom and my husband said. It's just an uncomfortable feeling, you know? Sonny, I know you're jogging on the treadmill, but thank you so much for coming over here and doing a watch party. You guys, we're having a good time. We're just spending time together today, all of us, and we're just, you know what I mean? This is a good way to just, like, be positive, help each other, uplift each other. I have some stuff I want to read to you guys. Sonny has been one of my main cheerleaders, and he's going to watch this, Sonny. When I lose this weight, I'm going to credit Sonny in a lot of ways. Sonny and Nick, because I met Nick through Sonny, and Nick has helped me with the calorie deficit that I'm eating. But I'm going to tell you guys, I've been struggling with that, but I get back on track. If I have a bad day and I relapse and eat too much, I just get back on track the next day. And hopefully, I'm praying, I'm really working hard on trying to put more days together where I don't have a relapse and binge. So the last 2 nights in a row, I haven't binged, but then the night before that, I binged on cake. Really? So I haven't even started exercising. Me and Neil just signed up for 10 Fitness so I can go and like jog or whatever there, you know? It is hard, you guys, because listen, and people do not understand, right? People don't understand. Like, it's not, I have a food addiction. I have an addiction to food. Not only do I have an addiction to drugs, but I have addiction to food. So, it's not like it's hard. I'm struggling. I'm really, really working hard on it. Like, I don't want to be overweight. I don't want to feel miserable, you know? And that's how I feel because of my weight. And it all just happened so fast. I got sober. When I got sober, I was 170 pounds. I looked great. I looked like a model at 170 pounds, and that's still thick, but I looked great. Now I'm 220 pounds, you know, and I don't want to feel this way. I want to feel better. And I'm going to tell you guys what I struggle with is motivation, getting out and moving around. Like when I take my son out and we go play, I try to do little laps while he's playing, you know. Yeah, Stephanie, you are so right. And that helps me. You guys uplift me so much. And I'm just really grateful for you guys because, you know, I've had a lot of people, you know, a lot of you guys understand where I'm coming from with the food. It's almost like a new way to fill a void, you know. After you come off of, after you get out of a drug addiction, and my addiction used drugs to have energy. And so now I'm trying to find energy from me, you know, and it's like, I am so blah. And I'm tapering on my Suboxone, so I'm hoping the more of that energy and spark will come back, you know? So let's read this real fast. This is The Courage to Change. It's one day at a time in Al-Anon. So if you have a loved one who is addicted to drugs, alcohol, food, sex, gambling, this is the book for you. So here we go. No problem lasts forever, no matter how permanently fixed in the center of our lives it may seem. Whatever we experience in this ever-changing life is sure to pass, even pain. Difficult situations often bring out qualities in us that otherwise might not have risen to the surface, such as courage, faith, and our need for one another. All of our experiences can help us to grow, but we may need patience. Some wounds cannot be healed quickly. They must be given time. In the meantime, we can appreciate the new capabilities we are developing, such as the capacity to mourn and the willingness to accept. Let us share our losses and triumphs with each other, for that is how we gather courage. Today's reminder: remembering that this too shall pass can make it easier to get through a difficult day. I will be very gentle with myself during this time. Some extra loving care and attention to myself can make everything a little easier. This too shall pass. And although I feel like I have no motivation, I am dizzy as fuck. Vertigo is playing me today. I have to remember that this too shall pass, and tomorrow will be a better day. Yeah, I see your comment, Sandra. I told you I'd call you. Tomorrow is going to be a better day. It's going to be better than today was, right? It's so easy to get caught up, you guys, in just the the fast pace of life, living life, talking to other people, doing errands, cleaning the house, loading the laundry, taking the dog out for a walk, changing the oil in your car. Okay. Changing the oil in your car, I could go on and on with a list of things that I need to do, right? And when I think of that list and I have it written out in front of me with 57,999 things on it to do, I get so overwhelmed. So what I have been trying to do is break my list up into micro lists. 3 things at a time, right? 3 things at a time. And that helps me. Thanks, Sandra. It helps me to conquer those things, and then I move on to the next 3 things. But I'm telling you guys, like, I feel like because I'm a drug addict and I spent 12 years in active addiction, that I'm so behind. I'm so behind everyone else. Things that you would normally do that are easy, that you can go out and get accomplished, I feel like they take me 16 years to do. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you guys feel like that too. Maybe you feel like, you know, you have so many things to do, but you're not ever going to get it accomplished. Yes, Betty. Here. Yes, you can. You gonna go outside and play in the backyard? That would be cool. I keep on trying to remind myself that other people feel this way too, you know? Yes, Sandra, that would be so cool. And they have those Zumba classes at the gym that I'm going to, right? And I love dancing. Dancing makes me so happy. What? Let me see. What are you doing, you little nasty? There you go. Go. Hi. Ow! Oh, that didn't hurt you, boy. He's so silly. I'm being honest with you guys, though. It feels like there's not enough time in the day, and I feel like there's not enough energy. There's not enough energy to move. You know? I'm going through a season right now. This has been a time for depression for me. I'm normally, like, I have felt it weighing down on my soul. I feel like it's just on top of me, smothering me. But I have to push through it, you know, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to push through it. You know, I had a bowl of oatmeal this morning for breakfast, and I had a bowl of soup for lunch, and I'm drinking my water, and I'm staying hydrated. It just comes in waves sometimes, you know? Like, I swear to God, for a whole 6 months, I was on this high in life. I felt great. Things were going well. And it's not that anything's going bad. Like, nothing in my life is going bad. I have an amazing husband, a beautiful son, a great job, a YouTube channel full of people who love me, a family that loves me. You know what I'm saying? I have all these things that I have to be thankful and grateful for, but it's an internal. And you're Robert, like, yay! Yeah, Jason. It's just an internal feeling of overwhelmingness. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weighing me down. And you're right, Sandra. Praying and meditation is so important. And I don't know if I told you guys this, but like a week or so ago, I had really started making I started making lists on Sunday, and we'll do that today together. I started making intention lists, okay? So last week I made a list of intentions for that week. So my lists of intentions for last week were to pray more and to do my meditation in the morning, to drink more water, I think, or something like that. I made a list of intentions. So let's go ahead and we're going to do that right now together. We're going to make a list of intentions. I'm going to put my wallet so that way we can look at it after we're done next week. But the intentions are the things that I want to do, that things that I am intending to accomplish, right? And so this is kind of helping me to fight this depression, because I'm telling you guys, like, depression, it just comes up on you, man. And I've struggled with it all my life, but now that I'm sober, I can identify times when I'm going through it. And like lately here, I have been going. So my intentions for this next week. So Robert, number 1, I want to incorporate fresh vegetables and fruits. Incorporate fresh veggies and fruits. Also, I want to prep meat and steamed vegetables for every dinner this week. So that's what me and Nate are going to do when we leave. When I get off here, we are going to go shopping. I'm going to grab a bag of boneless, skinless chicken breasts, okay, and a bag of, or a couple of things of steaks. So chicken and steak. So we'll say incorporate fresh fruits and veggies. So that's and prep food and prep. That's going to be number 1. Okay, then number 2 is going to be my prayer and meditation. Keep that up. Prayer and meditation. Okay. Number 3, focus on the positive and not focus on the negative. Focus on positive thinking and not allowing others' opinions to affect me. Focus on positive. Positive. Nuts and dried fruit. Okay, good deal. Okay, and number 4, the last thing I'm going to do, 4 intentions. There's 7 days in a week. I want to walk 5 out of those 7 days. Get some exercise. So 5 days walking. It doesn't matter if it's, walking a mile, 2 miles. It helps me. So this is my intentions for the week. And this is mindfulness. Exactly, Jason. This is going to help me focus on what I have. Yes. So incorporate fresh fruits and veggies and prep my food. Prayer and meditation. Focus on the positive and 5 days of walking. So this will help me. I'm going to put this in my wallet right now. I'm telling you guys, like, this is things that we can do together to help each other. Just listen. I know what it feels like, you guys. I know how it is to be at home and to feel like you're not going anywhere. To feel like you're just kind of stuck in a rut. Because if I could explain to you how I feel, that's exactly what the feeling is like. It's like I'm stuck in a rut. It's like I'm kind of stagnant right now. And so I've got to liven things up and I've got to start. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to my sponsor and I'm going to see if we can start going through the second, the 12 and 12 together, and work through that together, because I need something to help me focus more on my recovery. And it's like my brain automatically goes to it. And I'm struggling with that overwhelming sense of negativity and just so like unobtainable things, Anyone wants to write? Thank you, Sandra. Right, Stephanie. Right. And so, Jason, that's what we're going to do. Like, I just want to do better. You know what I mean? I want to do better. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like, it's a feeling. It's a feeling of helplessness and overwhelmingness. You're right, George. We need to get out and we need to get to more meetings and we need to be around positive people and we need to exercise our minds, our bodies, and our souls. Because when we fill ourselves up with positivity and we fill ourselves up with other people who are recovering and doing the next right thing and eating healthy, that's what I have to do. I have to surround myself with people who are going to build me up and push me up and challenge me to do better, right? And so where maybe you guys come here because I challenge you to do better, now I have to go and find someone to challenge me to do better. Do you know what I'm saying? And it'll help. And so I hope you guys know, like, I'm going to be okay. I'm just sharing with you guys, like, my inner thought process and how I feel in my mind and what I think I need to do and how I want to make changes, you know? Yes, me too, Stephanie. I am the queen of isolation. And even though I have a son, you guys, and we, like, it's not the same. It's not the same as being out with people my own age. Do you understand? Because I get out and I do stuff because I have a kid. I have to do things. You know, I have to move around. I have to be active. I have to take care of my child. I'm not going to just not take care of him, you know? But it's not the same when you're connecting with people who are your age and you can talk to people and they can give you, it's like, I can't explain it to you, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You feel me? Do you feel me? So, anyways, I really appreciate all you guys for coming here and being with me on this live stream. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to throw those laundries together. And I'm going to take Nate down to the park and let him get some fresh air. And I'm going to walk my happy ass around that park while he plays. And I know that getting out and getting some sunshine, some vitamin D, I know it's going to make me feel better because it always does. And I needed to come on here and talk with you guys. This has helped me. Every time I come on here and I process things, it helps me to see where I need to go. You guys don't understand how grateful I am to have you guys to listen to me. You know I go off on tangents sometimes and I start babbling and stuff, but you guys help me so much. I just want to be a better person and I want to do good and I want to make my family happy and I want to be a good mom. I want to be good for you guys and I want to be an example to help others, you know. I want to help others to not feel alone. For so many years, I just felt so alone. And I didn't have anybody to reach out to or anyone to talk to. And I felt isolated. I felt like I didn't fit in. I felt like I wasn't good enough, you know. And I'm so grateful to have found people who know what that feels like. And I'm so thankful that we can talk about mental illness and addiction and share with each other our struggles because it helps me, you guys. Like, I'm selfish as fuck and it helps me. I needed this in my life and I feel like I have found the missing piece, you know. So I love you guys. I'm going to get off here and take Nate to the park so he can run around and be crazy. And I will tune in and let you guys know how everything goes. But I'll probably pop on in another couple hours. So let me go out here and wear this child out so that way he can get some fresh air. That's right. I will, Robert. Email me later, okay, bud? I love you guys, and I hope y'all have a great day. Thanks, Sunny, for watching, having the live stream. Thanks, all of Sunny's people. You guys can come over here and hang out with us over here on my channel anytime. I do focus a lot on addiction and recovery, but I also share a whole bunch of my life and just my struggles and just trying to be a better person and be a good mom. So if you like that kind of stuff, you're more than welcome to come over and hang out with us anytime. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. So I'll talk to you guys